Welcome to D3 TV News at 7:30. This is The Source.
Good evening and welcome to The Source. Today is December 2nd, 2015. I'm Kylie Rippey.
And I'm Vicki Pislarides. It's our last Source of the semester and it's been full of exciting news.
We've reported on the Brother Jeb protests, the Greencastle boil order, and even Monon.
From Greencastle to DePaul, we have brought you all the news you could, need, or want. So thank you for tuning in on YouTube or live online.
But don't worry, we'll be back next semester, same time, same place. Vicki, what has been your favorite part about The Source this semester?
Well, I think what a lot of people don't know about The Source is that when you're not in front of the camera, you're behind the scenes with sound and editing. And of course, I really love getting to know the Source team. Everyone here rocks.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think my favorite part has been us being freshmen, being able to just be right in, hands-on with the whole activity. So
I completely agree.
It's been a lot of fun. All right, first in local news. Art history professor Catherine Fruhan passed away suddenly on campus November 20th. Fruhan taught at DePaul since 1984. In 2004, she was presented with the Mr. and Mrs. Fred C. Tucker Jr. Distinguished Career Award. In 2010 to 2011 academic year, she was the recipient of the Exemplary Teacher Award. A beloved and respected member of the DePaul community for 31 years, Fruhan touched the hearts and minds of many DePaul students, faculty, and staff.
DePaul's third annual dance marathon raised over $60,000 for Riley Children's Hospital. The day was filled with games, food, and inspirational stories as DePaul students stood on their feet for 6 straight hours in the indoor track and field. The event was filled with touching stories from Riley kids who have faced severe trauma or illnesses and received help that would have not been possible without Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. Students had originally planned for a goal of $50,000, but increased their goal by over $10,000.
DePaul University students danced their way to over $60,000 on Saturday in the indoor track and field. The day was filled with games, food, and inspirational stories as DePaul students stood on their feet for 6 straight hours to raise money for Riley Children's Hospital. The event was filled with touching stories from Riley kids who have faced severe trauma or illnesses and received help that would not have been possible without Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. The DePaul Dance Marathon team was also given a special gift. A Riley wagon was donated to the hospital in their name because of the large amount of money raised so far. The wagon will be used to transport sick children throughout the hospital, bringing them a little more happiness wherever they go. This served as DePaul's third annual dance marathon. Students had originally planned for a goal of $50,000. However, they exceeded it by over $10,000.
But now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. FTK! 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 FTK!
The final total rang in at $60,028.91, all for the kids.
Hoover Hall construction is well underway. The Source was able to get an exclusive access to the interior of the building. There is a main level, a mezzanine, and basement kitchen space. The new dining hall will feature 2 large fireplaces and various large and small meeting rooms. Hoover Hall will replace the current hub. The new hall will serve as the primary dining space for first-year students and upper-class students living in university housing, and will accommodate more than 1,000 students daily. The estimated finish date for Hoover Hall is October 31st, 2016. Students are invited to sign up for guided tours of Hoover Hall under construction. Tours will be given at 4:30 p.m. Monday and Thursdays through December 10th. Each tour is capped at 15 students, so sign up now on DePaul's website.
University Business, a national publication, is heralding the partnership between Greencastle and DePaul in the revitalization of downtown. The article spotlights the partnership between DePaul, the City and Follett Higher Education Group, which led to the 2012 opening of Eli's Bookstore and Starbucks in the square. President Casey told University Business that by developing Eli's Books and the adjacent Starbucks downtown, DePaul has put a stake in the ground to assure that visitors not only share in the DePaul experience, but the Greencastle experience as well.
Santa is coming early to Greencastle this year as he will be downtown this Friday, December 4th to kick off the Christmas festivities and to restart the First Friday program. Nearly 20 local businesses and organizations will take part in the event, which is set for 6 to 8 p.m. on the Greencastle Courthouse Square and surrounding blocks. Some of the festivities besides meeting St. Nick and possibly getting a picture with him are trolley rides, the courthouse canopy of lights lighting, hot cider and caramel corn, cookie decorating contests, and much more.
The new Myers Market event space, Myers 5 East, made its debut with a vintage and handmade pop-up shop event for holiday shoppers last Saturday evening. 5 local vendors were invited to showcase their holiday ornaments and jewelry. Visitors were allowed to taste the Myers 5 East catering menu. Myers 5 East occupies the former Chiefs restaurant site and is available to rent for meetings, parties, dinners, or wedding and baby showers.
The Association of African American Students recently held a poster presentation exhibit on African American history and resistance. The Source's Taylor Ingram has the story.
2 weeks ago, the Association of African American Students hosted a poster presentation exhibit on African American history and resistance. Their president, Junior Ashley Cupel, shared more information about the event with D3 TV.
This is our very first Black American Education Museum exhibit, and so with this project we were really hoping to take a look at what education looks like for African Americans and how it's come maybe a long way in some places. So we're taking a look at W.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington and Carter G. Woodson and their ideologies and how they shaped the things that we care about in our education. We're also, more importantly, taking a look at resistance. So in spaces where education isn't so great or the circumstances in which Black people go to school aren't so great, we're taking a look at the resistance of Black and brown people in those spaces.
Students were encouraged to walk through the exhibit and view different posters and videos. President Ashley Cupel expressed why the project was meaningful.
We're really big on education and honoring the people that have come before us. So with this, we're able to take a look at the people who have worked hard for us to be in this space, and it's always important to remember those people because so many times their names get forgotten.
In light of recent events and protests on campus, this event was especially important to the DePaul community.
I hope that we're providing some new knowledge. A lot of us are Black Studies majors, so we know this stuff. But we've had a couple people come through who have said that, hey, I didn't know this, or I never knew that this happened, so that's been exciting.
The Association of African American Students continues to put on events to bring about awareness to the entire student body. Be on the lookout for future events. This has been Taylor Ingram with D3 TV's The Source.
This Tuesday, the Prindle Institute and Hartman House hosted a panel discussion on the topics of ethics and volunteerism. The discussion was entitled Volunteering on Vacation, the Ethics of Volunteerism, and included professors Glenn Cooker, Matt Cummings, and student Ines Gramada. This event was free and open to the public. That's all the local news we have for tonight. Stay tuned for entertainment news with Abby Anderson.
And later, sports news with Allie Grimm. I'm Kylie Rippey.
And I'm Vicki Pislaridis. We'll be right back.
entertainment news on The Source, your one-stop for all the arts and culture in and around Greencastle. I'm Abby Anderson. First entertainment news this Wednesday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m. in Peeler Auditorium will be the next segment of the Kelly Writers series. This event is sponsored by the Mary Rogers Field and Marion Field McKenna Distinguished University Professorship and will host Heather McDonald. Heather is a playwright, screenwriter, theater director, and teacher who has published 8 plays. Heather has also been honored with a Pulitzer Prize nomination, 3 NEA Playwriting Fellowships, the first prize, Kesslering Award, was a finalist for the Susan Smith Blackburn Prize. She's a regular teacher at the Kennedy Center Intensive at the JFK Center for the Performing Arts in Washington, D.C. Heather McDonald is this year's Mary Rogers Field and Marion Field McKenna Distinguished University Professor of Creative Writing. This event is free and open to the public, so don't miss out. The holiday season is right around the corner, and what better way to ring in some cheer than to attend the School of Music's 5th Annual Holiday Gala. This festive performance of holiday music will take place in Kresge Auditorium of the Green Center Saturday the 5th at 7 p.m. and again on Sunday the 6th at 3 p.m. Saturday's gala, often a sellout, is followed by a reception in the GCPA Great Hall. And Sunday's concert includes a visit from Santa Claus himself. The School of Music has been hard at work preparing for the gala, and they are eager to put on a great show. Music on the Square will be hosting Fall Term Recitals 1 and 2 for string and mixed chamber ensembles on both Tuesday and Thursday of this week at 7:30 p.m. These recitals will showcase a diverse collection of student ensembles that have worked together over the fall semester under the guidance of Professor Eric Edberg. Don't miss out on the collaborative abilities and broad range of musical styles of our own DePaul students. Today, Wednesday, December 2nd, Opera Scenes, an evening of operetta, is happening in Thompson Recital Hall at 8 p.m. Students in the Performing Opera course will perform selections from famous operettas such as Die Fledermaus, works by Gilbert and Sullivan, and many more. As a famous elf once said, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. DePaul's very own a cappella group, DePaul A Cappella, will be doing just that on December 12th at 7 p.m. in Meharry Hall of East College. The group will perform everything from recent pop hits to holiday classics. Some of the set lists will include Lay Me Down by Sam Smith, Reflections by Mr. Wives, and Mary Did You Know as performed by Pentatonics. This concert is sure to be a great prelude to finals and an awesome study break, so don't miss out. David Murphy from the University of Notre Dame will be on campus Thursday to discuss the STEAM Entrepreneurship Master's Program. The 11-month program focuses on teaching fundamental skills for launching a business. Now in its 7th year, esteemed graduates have founded startups, joined dynamic early-stage ventures, as well as gone into successful careers in consulting and product development. Employers include Google, Apple, Uber, Bain, Deloitte, SAP, IBM, and Microsoft. RSVP for the lunch session in the UB Ballroom. Myers Market will be provided. D3TV has several successful alumni. They attribute their success and college experience to D3TV. We caught up with them over this semester. Let's take a look.
Since its inception, D3TV has produced a handful of notable alumni. Here's a look at what some of them are doing now. Nicole Pence graduated from DePaul in 2006 and has since found her success in the journalism world.
Now to tomorrow's headlines and talking points. UPS delivers the Final Four court to Lucas Oil Stadium. More than 6 million pounds of components are involved.
After being nominated for an Emmy Award in 2010, Pence now works with Fox 59/CBS4 on the show Fox 59 News Points at 11 p.m. as an anchor. A 1992 graduate, Brett Baer, has made a splash in the news realm as the chief political anchor for Fox News Channel.
I'm Brett Baer in Washington, and this is SRN 60. The Stars and Stripes are once again flying over the U.S. Embassy.
Prior to this position, Baer has taken on a number of broadcasting positions and has anchored more than 30 political specials. While a student at DePauw, Aaron O'Brien, class of 2015, was very involved with D3 TV, particularly with The Source, and worked as a reporter and anchor all 4 years, and even served as news director during her junior year.
Coming up tonight, the La Crosse Police Department is investigating 5 shootings that happened over the weekend and whether or not they may be related. We'll have the latest for you tonight.
She now works in La Crosse, Wisconsin as a multimedia journalist for the NBC affiliate WEAU 13 News. She now researches, writes, shoots, and edits stories on a daily basis. We are proud to say that Bill Rasmussen, founder of ESPN, is among the DePauw alumni. A member of the class of 1954, Rasmussen has dedicated his professional career to the first 24-hour television network.
We, as you know, we had the NCAA was the anchor programming, but we couldn't do a lot of things. Remember, we couldn't do live football and so on.
Among his many accolades, Rasmussen has noted to have broken the advertising barrier by signing Anheuser-Busch to the largest cable TV advertising contract ever. See yourself as one of these successful graduates? Come join D3 TV to get your start in the television world.
That's all the entertainment news I have for tonight. For more D3 TV shows and videos, check out d3tv.org. When we return, Allie Grimm will be in the studio with sports news. I'm Abby Anderson. Have a great break.
Really? Camera to your far left. Welcome back to Sports News on The Source. I'm Allie Grimm with all of your Tiger athletic updates. First in sports news, 6 DePauw football Tigers were named to the NCAC first team. They include Matt Hunt, Jason Kirchhoff, Tyler Lysing, Cody Bontrager, Hunter Logan, and Philip Ganser. Andy Hunt was awarded the NCAC Newcomer of the Year for his performance this year. Tigers that earned second team honors include Taylor Shellman, Will Longthorne, and Peter Nelson. The Tigers did an outstanding job this year and hope to improve even more next season. The DePauw Lady Tigers basketball team beat Illinois Wesleyan 70-58 over the weekend. Abby Keller led the Lady Tigers with a career high of 20 points. Keller also led the team with 11 rebounds. Meanwhile, Claire Ryan led the assist game with a career best of 6 assists. The team is 3-1 overall after that game and hopes to continue its winning streak. A California TV station was ranking the best rivalries in the country and claimed that our very own Monon Bell game is the second best rivalry in the nation, right behind the Civil War in Oregon, which is University of Oregon versus Oregon State. The news anchor stated, "A few years back, a buddy of mine thought my endless proselytizing about the Iron Bowl was cute and took me to a Monon Bell game. It was amazing." Keely McGrath, a senior volleyball player, was recently named Honorable Mention All-Nation by the American Volleyball Coaches Association. She was one of 141 Division III athletes recognized. McGrath was also an All-Region selection and NCAC Libero of the Year. With standout statistics and a fantastic senior season, it was no surprise that Keely was awarded these amazing titles. Way to go, Keely. Women's soccer coach Megan McCormick placed on the National Soccer Coaches Association of the Americas 2015 NSCAA Regional Coaches of the Year list. McCormick was one of 8 women's soccer coaches in the Division III to be recognized. She will now be put on the ballot to be considered for the National Coach of the Year, to be announced December 16th. Congratulations, Coach McCormick. Last Tuesday, Luke Latner broke the school record for most points scored in a half. He scored 27 points in the second half of last Tuesday's game against Earlham.
The record was held by Tom McCormick's 26 points from 1969. Jack Vandermerkt broke another record with 21 rebounds. The previous record was from 1985. That's all the sports news I have for tonight. For more in-depth sports analysis, tune in to Tiger Sports Nation live every Thursday at 7 p.m. on d3tv.org. After the break, Taylor Ingram will be in the studio with Student Construction Liaison Patrick O'Malley. I'm Allie Grimm. We'll be right back.
Men's soccer, where they're seeing a little bit more success on an 8-game winning streak.
Got to get the ball to guys that can make plays and then make plays offensively. It sounds textbook, but that's what they have. Things about Division III tennis on a national level, but here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. I hope they win the national championship, one, because I like Spa Athletics, two, because I like seeing it when you're wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often. Something
that happens quite frequently, actually. No, let's talk about this very quickly. What is a Colt fan? The Colt fan began in 1999, where all of a sudden this team became good out of nowhere. Peyton Manning shows up. No, there are Peyton Manning bandwagon fans. Did you go to the RCA Dome before Peyton Manning showed up? No, because there was no one there. From 83 to 95, there were all of 6 people that had Colts season tickets.
Yeah. All of them
people were more concerned about the Indianapolis Ice.
The defense has stayed actually
surprisingly
strong.
The defense is not strong. They're not that great. This should prove to someone that Reggie Wayne is not a Hall of Famer.
He is.
No.
Hands down. Hands down.
If he's a Hall of
Famer, Reggie Wayne is not a Hall of Famer. I don't know if we'll still be in contact in 20 years. In 20 years,
he
I don't know
made Kadri Ismail.
But I will text you.
Brandon Stokely
on my iPhone 8. I will text you and say, hey, come over for chips and queso and Reggie Wayne's Hall of Fame induction, because I guarantee you he'll be in the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best receivers in the league.
I would never come over to your house.
Hello and welcome back to The Source. I'm Taylor Ingram here in the studio with Patrick O'Malley, who is a part of the Transitional Dining Option Group for Hoover Hall Construction. Patrick, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you are a part of the Transitional Dining Options Group. That's quite a mouthful. So can you explain to us a little bit more what it's about and what you do in this position?
Well, basically for this position, we go through the transition, the month-long transition that's going to happen between not having Hoover and not having the hub, and how we're going to get food to campus pretty much.
Okay, so what are some of the main issues that you deal with in this position?
Main issues, well, trying to figure out the best way to get a community space where we can actually fit all of campus, but that's actually easy for everybody, including the freshmen, to actually come together.
So what are some of the solutions that you guys have come up with so far?
Well, actually, we have one main solution that we're kind of relying on being our new hub temporary, and we'd take the inn, kind of clear out the space inside the inn, and actually take that little outdoor, it's not exactly a deck, but the stone area out there, and we're going to put a tent over it, and hopefully that'll fill about 200 spots, so smaller than the hub, but definitely enough to fit people. Then we're going to try and see if we want to maybe build up the den a little bit, see if we can do something there. And also, I believe we're working on right now each of the like Hub Express, Allegro, blends, for instance, all the small areas. We're going to try and build them up, maybe give some hot food options, things like that. So.
Okay, great. That sounds really wonderful. So how did you get selected to be a part of this group or in this position? What's that process like?
Well, basically, they were just looking for volunteers who were interested in it. We had 3 different working groups, and this was the one that interested me the most, so I went for it.
Cool. So on our way to classes, students, obviously we pass Hoover Hall, so we see it all the time. But can you tell us a little more about how construction is going?
Oh, it's going fantastic.
Okay,
They're right on schedule, and from what I've heard, I will probably, sophomore year, I'll probably see even the plaza between Hoover and the finished Union building be constructed. So they're definitely on schedule. But on the inside, it looks really like not complete, but it definitely looks like they're ready to put up like drywall and everything like that. They're finishing up the air duct system, I know that much, and it's just full of really awesome rooms. And I know the new main eatery is massive. It is so cool looking. So
cool.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a big change for all of us students. You know, Hoover Hall, it's something different. So what are you most excited about? You kind of explained it to us a little bit, but a little bit more.
Actually, there are probably 2 areas. You mean within Hoover? Okay.
Yeah, for Hoover.
There are probably 2 areas that interest me the most. One is right next to our new serving area where all the food will be displayed. We'll have a hallway that hopefully we're going to show off art that we have around the campus that maybe hasn't seen light for a while, or possibly student art. So I think that would be really exciting. Just keep it refreshed and full of new art pieces. And then also, I mean, probably just the main dining area, the big windows that they have, great sight of East College right through those, and I don't know, it's just a really nice spot for everybody to get together.
Yeah, nice. So recently I saw in the DePaul Weekly that students can now take tours of Hoover Hall. So what can students expect from these tours when they go in there?
Well, they're definitely getting an informative tour. I mean, they're going to know exactly what goes on in every room, and they should, I mean, considering it's been about a week or 2 since I last gone through, I'm probably more complete by then, so they might even see more than I did. But yeah, I mean, they'll expect 2 working fireplaces, and they're both gas operated, I know that much. I think they still need chimneys though, just for dispensation of the gases. But there's one massive one that's right in the main dining area. It should be about maybe a little bit bigger than this entire back area. And they'll expect a much larger upper deck eating area that's right above where the fireplace, looking down onto the main eatery. They should expect 4 dining/meeting areas, like that you could reserve, 2 specifically that are bigger, 2 that are definitely smaller. I mean, the art hallway, a much larger food serving area, and one of the new areas is a tray collection area that's right behind the serving area. So,
Alrighty. So we know that Hoover is supposed to be bigger than, Hoover is supposed to be bigger than the Hub, and that's the main reason why it was created. So what are some of the differences between the Hub and Hoover?
The Hub and Hoover. I wish I had my. We passed out a sheet the other day that had the exact size differences. I don't have them memorized, but I'm gonna go on guesstimate here that the serving area is at least a third bigger, and I'm pretty sure that the seating area is almost double, but not double, almost double. So I mean, rough estimates there.
Yeah, that's great. I'm really excited about this. And well, that's all the time that we have for today. Patrick, thank you so much again for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We're all excited to see the progress of Hoover Hall over the next year. This is our last show of the semester, but we will be back in February of 2016. Thank you so much for watching. I know we all enjoyed giving you the news every week. I'm Taylor Ingram. Enjoy your break and winter term.
was really good.
Okay, good. Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
I know, there's so many.